Hi, everybody. Today I want to talk about fear. Fear is something that controls us. It guides us. It either pushes us forward or it holds us back. Fear can be paralyzing. I don't know what that is. Okay. Sorry about that. Fear is something that's either going to drive you forward because you're running hard to get away from something you're afraid of, or it's going to paralyze you, hold you down, and keep you from doing things that you could do if you weren't afraid to do them. Our plexus business, fear, is a big thing, y'all. It's a big thing. The IPA, they want us to post on social media, on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. And that's putting it out there for the whole world to see that we're taking these supplements and we're involved in this multi-level marketing deal. And, we're worried about what people are going to think of us. We're worried about what our lives look like to other people. Okay, well, that's a big fear. A lot of us are just afraid to put it out there. I personally didn't want to be involved in a multi-level marketing thing, but this isn't an MLM thing. This is multi-level marketing done right, y'all. There's nothing to be afraid of here. You get over 100 PV, you get paid commission on everything over 100 PV. That's your own PV, and that's your preferred customers and your retail customers PV included now. So, there's a good opportunity here to make a lot of money. When you hit Emerald, you're in a six-figure income bracket, okay? 6 figures, $100,000 income bracket, all right? When you get a diamond, you're going to quadruple that. I mean, y'all, there's nothing to be afraid of here other than how we're going to spend all our money. What house are we going to pick out, what car are we going to drive? We don't even have to worry about that one because, when you get to Emerald, you start getting a Plexus Lexus. Y'all, fear of people laughing at you. I'm going to tell you a story here. I started Plexus. I saw what it did for my daughter. It blew me away. I gave it a shot. It started working on me. Once I got through the detox, I was just blown away. Again, started giving it to my kid. Oh my goodness, y'all. This has changed my daughter's life. It's changed my life. It's changed my son's life, and I'm looking at all these testimonies and all these stories and everything from all the other people that have been doing this. And it's life-changing, y'all. This is major, huge, good stuff. And we can feel good about talking about it because it's natural. It's not hurting anybody. It's helping people, y'all. It's really, truly changing people's lives. That's nothing to be afraid of. That's something to be excited about, right? I mean, what are you really afraid of? Are you afraid that you can't do this? Are you afraid that you don't have enough time to do this? Because if that's your fear, let that be no fear. I would bet you good, hard, cold cash that you can carve out an hour of time in every one of your days. An hour of time. I get up in the morning and I do probably more than most people in Plexus do. My upline keeps telling me, you're doing too much. You don't have to do all this extra stuff. And I'm like, I want to go to the top. So I'm going to do all the extra stuff I can find to do. When you're a student in school and the higher your score on this project, the higher your grade's going to be and the faster you're going to get to college. So I'm going to put every effort I can into this project so that I can get the highest grade possible so that I can start off in college with the best under me, the best education under me. I'm going to give my whole to it. And, you can get to diamond status without being obsessive about Plexus. And yes, I am obsessive about Plexus, and that's a tongue twister right there. Y'all try to say that. Excuse me, but what the reality of all this is, if you don't face your fears and you don't share this, you're really missing out, because y'all, I make money every single month. Okay. For every join that you make, every join that you get, you're going to make a bonus off the welcome pack. If they buy a single welcome pack, like a triplex, you're going to get a $25 bonus. If they buy a double welcome pack, like a double triplex welcome pack, then you're going to get $50 one-time bonus, for when they join and they order their first order from you. That welcome pack bonus, y'all, that comes in real handy for little extras during the week. Then as far as your commissions and everything go, and your rank up bonuses, you get paid those on the 15th of every month, and our pay is almost always early. I mean, how many companies pay early ahead of time, And that's pretty amazing that we get paid on 11 different levels. And those are just 2 levels right there that I just told you about. If you go silver, that's you get 3 people that join you. Then you're going to get a one-time achievement rank up bonus of $100, plus the $25 a piece on their welcome packs. That's $175, y'all. Right now, we're in a double bonus month. Get your 3, and you're going to make $100 bonus, plus you're going to make the $75 on the welcome packs, or if they buy double welcome packs, it's $50 a pack, so that could add up to $150. Plus, right now, that $100 bonus is doubled. And y'all, that's just the most amazing thing. You're getting paid to help your friends feel better. It doesn't get any easier than this, y'all. Get up in the morning and make your first post, make a motivational or inspirational or some kind of a positive post. Give something to your audience. Lift them up, make them feel better. First post of the day should lift everybody that sees your Facebook up. Lift them up, make them feel good, and make them feel good about who you are. This is part of your branding. You're going to brand yourself. This is part of your branding. What do you want people to think when they see your Facebook page? Who do you want them to see? And put that person there. Okay, my second post of the day that I do is my Plexus post. And I'm not going to lie to you. I scroll through and look at all my Plexus friends' posts. I Google Plexus or Plexus Slim or Plexus Vital Biome, Plexus whatever, and I look at the different pictures until an idea hits me. Or maybe there's something going on in my life, and I think to myself, gosh, that pink drink really got me through. Today was a double pink drink day. That second drink really got me through. Or, you're having some kind of an exotic meal that's loaded up with sugars and carbs or whatever, and you can post the block. Wow, this block really saved me tonight because I splurged, and it took away half of it, because we know that block blocks 48% of all sugars and carbs when you take it before or with your meal. Okay, so there's your make your Plexus post. Try to fit how Plexus accentuates your life, how Plexus makes your life better, how it helps your life, how you're better, or how your finances are better because of your Plexus pay. Y'all see me post every now and then, Plexus covers my car payment. I make enough money as a silver ambassador to pay my car payment. That's a big deal in this house. Shortly after I joined Plexus, my car got totaled. And the insurance paid it off, but the gap insurance refused to pay it off. And with that remaining car payment, how was I going to afford another car? So this really came along at a great time. And I mean, it really helped me financially, aside from what it's doing for my daughter's health and for my health and for my son's health. My daughter, for those of y'all that don't know my history, my daughter has ulcerative colitis, and they were literally discussing removing her colon. She was 30 years old, and they're going to take out her colon and give her a poop bag for the rest of her life. Talk about just worried mom here. I mean, There's nothing I can do to help that. There's nothing I can do to fix that, right? Well, her friend Jennifer Tetro in our upline, Jennifer just literally begged her, said, Sabrina, please, before you do this, try these products, please. You know, you can't reverse that. So she tried it, and y'all, she still got her colon, and it helped her so much. And for what it did for her, I felt worthy of giving it a try. Okay, you know, so I give it a shot. And it's amazing the things in my life that have changed. I went from debilitating migraine headaches, at least 2 a month. I was getting them like every week or every other week, bad migraine headache. And I mean, to the point that I was vomiting. It caused nausea. I would be laying in my bed in the dark and cold and no light, no sounds. It all bothered me. Everything bothered me. I mean, debilitating headaches. I rarely have a headache anymore. And I have found that when I do have a headache, go in there, shake me up a pink drink and bottom it out, and the headache goes away almost always. I very seldom have a headache that'll hang on after I drink a pink drink, you know? Then I put my son on it. And every single time he had a bowel movement, we were this close from going to surgery to have an impaction removed. And he goes every day now. Poo, every day. Yay. Can we say thank you, Jesus? I mean, seriously, I have no shame where it comes to plexus. Y'all can see that, right? I have no shame. I colored my hair pink. I wore pink hair for almost a year until I got all my hair cut off. Pink hair, y'all, I was so into this stuff that I colored my hair pink. I thought to myself, well, how is a stranger going to know that I have something that's going to help them? How do I strike up a cold conversation with somebody I don't even know and mention plexus to them? Well, gee, if I color my hair pink, people are going to comment on my pink hair, and that's going to open the door for me to say, well, I colored my hair pink because I was so excited about my new pink drink, and I was hoping you would ask me so I could tell you about it, you know? So when I joined Plexus, I just got completely shameless, and I just kept throwing it out there. Y'all, I sent out messages. I sent out tons and tons and tons. I'm talking, they told me, I watched a training video that said, if you talk to 100 people, you might get 10 joins, and 2 of those people might work the business. So you have to talk to 100 people to get 10 joins and to get 2 workers. And I'm thinking, wow, I just message 100 people every day. And I sat down on my computer. I shut off my whole life. And I let it just take me over. It all consumed me big time. I lived, breathed, ate, dreamed, everything plexus, y'all. Everything in my house was getting replaced with something pink. Y'all, seriously, this is just amazing. And I just went nuts and I ran with it, and I just was totally obsessed. And I have found since then that I have to have some balance. I still have a family. I still have a home. I still have myself, you know. There are moments that I want to get obsessed again because I'm so excited about the stuff, but my brain tells me that I can't do that because when I started out really strong, just died out. And I think I got a little burnout there, and I'm trying to come back from that. And I have decided that, you know, I love plexus, and I do live and breathe plexus. I really do, y'all. But I have to live my life too, you know? So I get up in the morning, I do my posts, I do my post bumps. I'm in a post bump group. And if you're not in one, that's a good place to get into. Let me know and I'll get you in one. I'm in 2 of them. So I go in this group, and I say, I have such and such post up. And then I start scrolling up, and the little picture of the person, if you click on that picture, it'll take you right to their page. And then I just scroll down for that post. I react to it. Then I comment on it, hit enter. I go right back over to the chat. I scroll up to the next little picture. I click on that person. I comment on their post, go to the next person until I get to where I posted yesterday. And then I've commented on everybody's post, and I'm bringing engagement to their timeline, and I'm giving value to their post, okay? Because instead of saying something like, awesome or love it, I try to say something like, oh yeah, I love that stuff. It did this for me, or it's helping me with this, or, try to add some value to their post. Don't just bump it so that it keeps getting seen. Add value to the post, okay? So I do that in the mornings, and then I clear out all my notifications and all my messages. Okay, so I get up from here, and I get in my mind, I go and I do like Cody's schoolwork. I get him started with schoolwork. I do little things like taking out what I'm going to use for supper, getting laundry started, or, do any errands or running that I have to do. Then I come back, and then I get right back in here, and I spend a little bit more time. That's when I start sending out my messages. When I go to send out a message, this is what I do. I have my treasure chest, because the fortunes and the follow-up, these are my follow-up cards. By the way, I'm out of cards. That's on my grocery list. Every one of those cards is a person that I have talked to about places. Let me start right here. These are my hit hard follow-ups. All of these are people that I'm working this month. Okay. Fake name, Susie Q. Okay. On such and such date, hey girl, how are you? She responded with, good for a change. It feels nice, because she's been really sick, because I follow the conversations that I've been having with this person on this card. Okay. So that tells me what I last talked to them about, where we were at in our discussion. And then I click on the little picture in the little chat box. I bring their name up in the chat box. I click on their picture. It takes me to their page. I scroll their page, and I see what they've been up to, what's going on in their life, because this has happened to me. I jumped into a chat one day with a girl that I was following up with. Hey girl, I was all excited, and I'm all pumped up. I'm in here. I'm going to change her life, y'all. I'm going to share plexus with her. I'm going to change her life, and she's going to feel better for the rest of her life. And then she's going to go on out there, and she's going to share and help her friends, and we're going to go to Diamond, right? So this is how my mind is. Her mother had died, and I did not know that her mother had just passed away last night. And had I taken 2 seconds of my time to scroll her Facebook page, I would have known, and I would not have embarrassed myself like that. And probably hurt her feelings too, she was already grieving and hurting. And for me to bust in there with all kind of happiness and floating on the air and let's do this kind of thing, if I'd looked at her page, I would have known that right then she didn't need somebody to sell plexus to her. She didn't need somebody to talk to her about her health. She needed somebody to love her, and to be there for her, and to pray for her, and to give her condolences, and to just listen and let her talk or cry. Or, she needed a friend. She didn't need an ambassador. She needed a friend. Okay, so do yourself a favor before you reach out. Check who you're talking to, look at their page, see what's going on in their life, right? Y'all, where's the fear? What are we afraid of? These diamonds that you see, the diamond documentaries, I'm going to post that link in Pink Passion Tribe. When this is over, I'm going to post the link. I want y'all every day to look at one of these diamond documentaries and see all the stories of these people. There is a diamond in there. She lived in a ratty old house trailer just like me, and she had very little ever, and she would never allow herself to dream to have $100,000 salary, much less 4 times that, and her own Lexus to drive, and that's all she could do to do what she was doing, right? She's a diamond, y'all. She took a chance. She did what she had to do, and she rose up out of that. And she's a diamond, and she's got a Lexus, and she's got a home, and it's a beautiful, beautiful home. And her story is told, these diamond stories, they're told by the ambassadors on their team, the people that are working and growing under them, the people that she's trained, that she has brought along on this journey, the people that she has helped change their lives. It's told by their neighbors and by their employers and their coworkers and their children and their husbands or wives, because we have men diamonds as well. We have couples like the McCalls. I just love them. Susie McCall is the diamond, but her husband, they work their business together. So, I mean, it's just amazing. You know, their little kids are on the video telling us how their parents are a lot more fun now that they're in plexus, you know, because they used to be pretty regular people, and now they're like the comedians, you know. They're always putting out these hilarious videos, and if you can't feel good watching one of their videos, you just can't feel good, because they're a hoot. They really are. Y'all see, life is happening around me. I don't turn off my world to do plexus. My kid just showed up right here. He left the dog in the room. The dog's in there whining, "Where's my kid?" And my kid's in here fixing to interrupt me, and I'm like living my life here, you know. Are you hurt?
Yeah,
Come here.
I was under the blanket.
Let me see.
I was under the blanket playing with Karma. She went to claw the blanket away, and she got beside my feet.
Oh, that's nice. Well, show everybody. Dog just clawed him all across the face, and I'm choking him trying to show you. Go put some cold water on it. Clean it off real good. See, life is happening all around me. What are we afraid of, y'all? I mean, do you really care what people think? I don't care what people think. This has happened to me. I had somebody literally post on their Facebook making fun of me. "Hi, y'all. I'm a Plexus ambassador, da-da-da-da-da-da-da." And I guess it must have blown her away when people started commenting. "Well, I heard the stuff was really good, you know." But it was a joke. You know, the joke was on me. So she thought. But in reality, I feel amazing. I'm doing something I love to do. So who's the joke on? It ain't on me, right? And here's the good part to that story. I just talked to her about plexus because she asked me. She asked me about plexus because she's got some health issues, and I believe, and she's coming around to believing as well, that plexus can help her. And, you know, she's at a point where doctors don't know what else to do with her, and she's been through a lot of surgeries, and she's really just had enough of it, you know. She needs some kind of change, and she's desperate. She's ready to try this, y'all. So who cares? Who cares what people think? I could care less. I mean, you know, I hope and wish that everybody thinks, "Wow, that's a nice lady right there, and she tries to love everybody, and she tries to be a good Christian, and she's human just like I am, and if she does well, I'm happy for her." I mean, that's what I hope people think when they see my Facebook. But for those who don't, there's a block option. You know, you don't have to deal with the negativity. If somebody's laughing at you because you're trying to better yourself and you're trying to help them, you don't need that negativity in your life. Block. It's pretty simple. I've got a bunch of blocked people on my list, and I don't block people just because they laugh at me. I block people when they're ugly about it, you know. So, what are you afraid of? What are we afraid of, y'all? I get in here on my computer about 4 times a day now. You know, in an hour a day, you can do a whole IPA, income producing activity worksheet. Okay. You can do an IPA in an hour a day. I know I've done it. I have days that I have to leave my house and I can't get back, you know, until way late in the day. And I can't sit at the computer and be out there doing what I'm out there doing, or tied to my phone while I'm out there doing what I'm doing. So I have days that I'm lucky to put an hour into my plexus business. But I assure you that I produce an IPA, even though in the chat, the IPA chat, that you say done at the end of the day, I say I take Sunday off. Y'all see me post on Sunday, don't you? So, you know, my second time the day that I come in here, I send out messages. I send out these messages or to new people, because if you're not reaching out to new people, then the same people are seeing the same thing over and over and over. And if you haven't gotten anywhere with them yet, don't give up on them, but don't spend so much time on them. Think about the new people that you haven't talked to yet. Those are people you want to give a little more time to, right? Okay, so when I come in here for my third time, usually in the evening, is when I'm following up. I'm following up with people that are under me in Plexus, you know, people on my team, whether you're a wholesale customer or whether you're a working ambassador, you know, I'm checking in with you and I'm following up. And people that I have previously talked to about Plexus, the ones that are in my treasure chest, okay, the fortunes and the follow-up. The pink cards, I reserve those for when somebody joins. I transfer them to a pink card and they start a new card. And I keep on their card their ambassador identification number and a little bit of information, you know, about what products they're using and what their health issues are, so that when I follow up with you, I can ask, you know, have you seen a doctor? What are your levels looking like? Have you lost any weight? You know, when you start feeling down about, well, I was making good progress, but right now I'm not, then I'm going to help open your eyes to some of the non-scale victories. You know, like one of your complaints in the beginning was that you didn't sleep well. So I'm going to ask you, you know, well, didn't you say that you're sleeping better now? And I'm going to remind you of all of the things, not just the scale, that are happening to you, and help keep you involved in what's going on and keep you going, okay? Again, nothing to be afraid of. I mean, we've already talked, right? We've already been through the scary part, which is the initial speaking to someone and mentioning Plexus. That's the scary part. All the rest of it's not scary, you know, because you know that if you message me or call me and say, hey, Cindy, I've got to join and I don't know how to get her through the website. Can you, you know, get on your computer, or can you walk me through this? And you know I'm going to help you with that. And, you know, if I'm not available to help you, then you know someone in the upline is going to help you, right? So that's not the scary part. The scary part is the initial conversation. And y'all, we've got all kind of scripts available to us in Pink Power Team and Plexus Powerful Training Group. Okay, if you're not in that group, you really, really want to be in it, because, you know, Pink Power Team, we're welcoming everybody that comes into that group, everybody that joins Plexus under Fallon Black, our diamond. Okay. And in there is going to be testimonies, and there's going to be training, and there's going to be welcoming new members and showing them around. The Pink Powerful Training is training only, and it's there to help us, okay? And all the things in there, they're teaching us where to find things. They're teaching us what to share, how to share, all of these things. We're learning product information. We're learning what this is doing and how it's doing it. Okay, so I'm going to try to remember to put that in the Pink Passion Tribe group as well. Okay, so it has been 30 minutes, and I'm not going to take any more of your time. The last part of the IPA that I do, the last time I get on in the evening, I like to catch up with all my notifications, you know, everybody that's commented on my stuff, and then I like to comment on their stuff, you know, to keep the lines open there. You know, they commented on my stuff, so I thank you, and I'm going to comment on yours, and I'm going to give you some more engagement. Thank you for giving me engagement, and I'm going to, you know, follow up with the messages, you know, answer any questions, help anybody, and then we have our training. You know, like Monday night calls at 9:30. A lot of times we have gut health, happiness, and beyond on Tuesdays. There have been some other videos been coming up on Wednesdays, but nothing, you know, specific. Thursdays, book club at 9:30. I highly encourage everyone to get the book and to make the calls. Now that my internet is working, I should be able to be getting back on those calls. Yay! But y'all, fear Figure out what you're really afraid of. Face your fear. Get out of your comfort zone. And let's do this. Let's go share some plexus, y'all. Everybody needs it. Yay. Y'all have a great time.